So much for this, sir. Now let me see the other. You do remember all the circumstances?
Remember it, my lord.
Sir, in my heart there was a kind of fighting that would not let me sleep. Methought I lay worse than the mutines in the bilbones rashly. And praise be rashness for it. Let us know our indiscretion sometimes serves us well when our dear plots do fall, and that should teach us there's a divinity that shapes our end. Review them how we will.
That is most certain.
Up from my cabin, my sea gown scarfed about me. In the dark groped I find out them. Had my desire, fingered their packet, and in fine withdrew to my own room again, making so bold, my fears forgetting manners, to unseal their grand commission, where I found Horatio. O royal knavery and exact command, larded with many sorts of reason, importing Denmark's health and England's too, with such bugs and goblins in my life, that on the supervised no leisure batted, no, not to stay on the grinding of the axe. My head should be struck off.
This is possible?
Here's the commission. Read it at more leisure. But wilt thou hear me how I did proceed?
I beseech you.
Being thus benedded round with villains, ere I could make a prologue to my brains, we had begun the play. I sat me down. Devised a new commission, I wrote it fair. I once did hold it, as our sages do. A baseness to write fair, and labored much. How to forget that learning? But sir, now it did yeoman service. How wilt thou note the effects of what I wrote?
Aye, good my lord.
An earnest conjuration from the king, as England was his faithful tributary, as love between them like the palm should flourish, as peace should still her wheaten garland wear, and stand a calm between their amities, and many such like as is of great charge, that on the view and know of these contents, without debate made further more or less, he should the bearers be put to sudden death, no shriving time allowed.
How is the seal?
Well, even in that was heaven ordinate. I had my father's signet in my purse, which was the model of that Danish seal. Folded the writ up in the form of the other, subscribed it, gave the impression, placed it safely, the changeling never known. Now the next day was our sea flight, and what to this was sequent, thou knowest already.
So Guildenstern and Rosencrantz go to it.
Why, man? They did make love to this employment. They're not near my conscience. Their defeat does by their own insinuation grow. 'Tis dangerous when the baser nature comes between the past and fell incense points of mighty opposites.
Why, what a king is this?
Does not think his thee? Stand me now upon he that has killed my king and whored my mother, popped in between the election and my hopes, thrown out his angle for my proper life. And with such cozenage, is it not perfect conscience to quit with him this arm? And is it not to be damned to let this canker of our nature come in further evil?
It must be shortly known to him from England what is the issue of the business there.
It will be short, the interim is mine, and a man's life is no more than to say one. But I am very sorry, good Horatio, that to Laertes I forgot myself, for by the image of my cause I see the portraiture of his, I'll court his favors. But sure the bravery of this grief did put me into towering passion.
Peace! Who comes there?
Your lordship is right. Welcome back to Denmark.
I humbly thank you, sir. Know this waterfly?
No, my good lord.
No, thy state is more gracious, for 'tis of ice to know him. He has much land, and fertile, let a beast be lord of beasts, and his crib shall stand at the king's mast. To such hope, but as I say, spacious in the possession of dirt.
Sweet lord, if your lordship were at leisure, I should impart a thing to you from his majesty.
I will receive it, sir, with all diligence of spirit. Put your bonnet to his good use. 'Tis for the head.
I think your lordship, 'tis very hot.
It is, no, believe me, it is very cold. The wind is northerly.
Yes, it is indifferent cold, my lord, indeed.
Methinks it is very sultry and hot for my complexion.
Exceedingly, my lord, it is very sultry. as to hear. I cannot tell how. But, my lord, his majesty bade me signify to you that he has laid a great wager on your head. Sir, this is the matter.
I beseech you, remember?
Nay, my good lord, for mine ease in good faith. Sir, you are not ignorant of what excellence Laertes is at his weapon.
What's his weapon?
Rapier and dagger.
That's two of his weapons, but well.
The king, sir, has wagered him 6 Barbary horses against the which he has in pawn, as I take it, 6 French rapiers and poniards with their assigns, as girdle hangers, so. 3 of the carriages, in faith, are very dear to fancy, very responsive to the hilts, most delicate carriages, and of very liberal conceit.
What call you the carriages?
I knew you must be edified by the margin here you had done.
The carriage, sir, are the hangers.
The phrase would be more germane to the matter if we could carry cannon by our sides. It might be hangers till then. But on 6 Barbary horses against 6 French swords, there are signs of 3 liberal conceited carriages. That's the French bet against the Danish? Why is this in pawned, as you call it?
The king, sir, has laid that in a dozen passes between you and him. He shall not exceed you 3 hits. He has laid on 12 for 9, and that would come to immediate trial if your lordship would vouchsafe the answer.
How if I answer no?
I mean, my lord, the opposition of your person in trial.
Sir, I will walk here in the hall, if it please his majesty. 'Tis the breathing time of day with me. Let the foils be brought, the gentleman willing, and the king hold his purpose. I will win for him if I can. If not, I'll gain nothing but my shame and the odd hits.
Shall I redeliver you even so?
To this effect, sir, after your flourish, your nature will. He does well to commend it himself. There are no tongues else for his turn.
This lapwing runs away with a shell on his head.
He did comply with his doubt. This is he, and many more of the same bevy that I know the drossy age dotes on. Only got the tune of the time, an outward habit of encounter, and kind of yeasty collection which carries them through and through. The most fan and winnowed options, and do but blow them to their trials, the bubbles are out.
You will lose this wager, my lord.
I do not think so. Since he went into France, I have been in continual practice. I shall win at the odds. But thou wouldst not know, thinks how ill all's here about my heart. But it is no matter.
Nay, good my lord.
It is but foolery, but it is such a kind of gain-giving as would perhaps trouble a woman.
If your mind is like anything, obey it. I will forestall the repair hither, and say you are not fit.
Not a whit, we defy augury. There's a special providence in the fall of a sparrow. If it be now, 'tis not to come. If it be not to come, it will be now. If it be not now, yet it will come. The readiness is all. Since no man knows aught of what he leaves, what is it to leave betimes?